Hi guys, today we want to discuss about the functions of the tense. So this is the chapter 1, the general English for the competitive exams. So let's start this. So a tense may be defined as a function or the form of the verb which indicate the time and the state of the action. Like something is happening here and something indicate that what is the time and what is the state of action is before this event. So in this manner, a verb may refer to a time of the action. So what is the time of action? We'll take some examples for this. He goes to school. It's a present time of action. He went to school. It's a past time of action. He will go to school. It's a future time of action. So these three situations will be defined by the tense. From the above sentences, it will be clear to the students that there are three main verb tenses. The first one is the present tense. Another one is the past tense. Then the future tense. So what is the state of action nowadays? So it's a function of tense. I write letters like regularly. So it's the present tense, habitual action. Like he is doing this on everyday basis regularly. I'm writing a letter, so it's a present continuous or progressive function. Like I'm writing a letter. I have just written a letter. Present tense, recently function. Sorry, present perfect. He finished his work, so that's why. I have been writing a letter for some time. Present perfect continuous. It's a time expression. The tenses and their functions. This tense is generally used to denote the habit, customs, practices, repeat actions, permanent activity, and general truth. These ideas are expressed by the adverbs of the frequency, such as often, seldom, usually, never, occasionally, sometimes, normally, generally, always, frequently, rarely, daily. So these are the some actions. Tense and their functions. Tense basically generally यूज किए जाते हैं habit, customs, practices, repeated action, permanent activity, general. So these ideas are expressed by the adverb to the frequency. So mainly these ideas are expressed by these words: often, seldom, usually, never, occasionally, sometime, normal, generally, always, frequent, rarely, daily, etc. Let's say we are taking an example. The old lady goes for a walk in the morning. So this is a repeated action or this is a habit. We can say that. Arnav often gets late for the lunch. Basically, this is a habit or this is a repeated practice. Suhani always comes in time. So this is a repeated practice. Shoria seldom gets a plate. So this is all. This tense is also used to make a statement in the present, showing the permanent nature and activity of subject. So this will show the permanent nature of a person. Like someone is very intelligent, someone is very hardworking. So this is the permanent nature of a person. So I know him well. He teaches in Xavier's. The cow gives the milk. River freezes in the high altitude. Something like that. Now additional uses of present indefinite tense. Historical present. Historical present. Now Netaji enters and addresses the Indian soldiers. Now Arjun shoots arrow at the Bhishma. Future arrangement. The Prime Minister arrives on the New York. He leaves his job next week. So this is something like. Now let's say about the present continuous tense. So this tense is normally used for an action in the progress. Like something is already going on. That is temporary in nature, not for the permanent activity. And that is present at the time of speaking. He is not working, he is swimming in the river. He is not working, he is swimming in the river. It's raining outside. It's raining outside. So something is temporary, right? Like there's no possibility like rain will be yeah they will raining for the whole year. So is it something like it's raining outside? It also expresses the future actions or of a definite arrangement in the near future. So it's also express the future action or some definite arrangement in the near future. Like I'm going to the cinema tomorrow, and she is coming next week. Next week आ रही है, something like. Now there's additional uses of the present continuous tense. So continuous tense is always may express an ideas which is not liking of the speaker. She is always teaching her children. So continuous tense with always, like this word always. So this is something like the something is in the action. The something is going on in the action. Like if we say that there's a always in a tense, like with always. So something is not liking, जो पसंद नहीं करता. तो we said ना जनरली ये तो हमेशा ही ऐसा करता रहता है. तो जो पसंद नहीं करता, टीका. So this is something like that. There are some of the verbs which sometimes don't admit of the progressive action. Such verbs are non-progressive. So there's a some verbs. We can't say that these are into the continuous phase or these are in the progressive action. So we call this a non-progressive. Status word. Verbs of the perception like see, taste, smell, hear, prefer, please. Verbs of thinking process. Think, know, mean, mind. Verbs of showing possession like own, have. This is my own car. This car has belonged to me. I have a car. This car belongs to me. The red fort comprised of the many villas. The car is into the police position. This container contains the 1 kilo sweets. Verbs expressing the feelings or state of mind. Believe, like, love, want, wish, desire, hate. Verbs in general. Look, seems, appear, effect, resemble, post, require, stand, face, become. So study these sentences carefully. He is owning a car or he owns a car. So this is something like that. Verbs in general. Look, seems, appear, effect, resembles, post, require, stand, face, become. So study these sentences carefully. He is owning a car. Let's say, what's the meaning of that? He owns a car. We are hearing the bell. We hear the bell. This house is belonging to me. This house belongs to me. I'm not hating him. I don't hate him. Are you forgetting my name? Have you forgotten my name? I'm not meaning this. I don't mean this. I am having no houses to live in. I have no houses to live in. She stands in the shades of tree. She is standing in the shade of tree. The temple is standing in the heart of the city. The temple stands in the heart of city. The book is containing the good subject matter. The book contains the good subject matter. To mark the difference in the use of relative activity and the progressive verb. The rose smells sweet. Stative verb. The smell is she smelling a black rose. Progressive. He lives in Chennai. Stative. She is living in India at the present. Temporary. He has a large house to live in. Stative. He is having a lunch now. Progressive. It looks it may rain soon. Stative. He is looking at the sky. Sky temporary. The nurse is feeling her forehead. Progressive. I think she is a misser. Stative. I'm thinking of leaving Chandigarh. Progressive. She is loving her daughter. Progressive. While still at the moment, presently, and now may help the student to express the progressive present. So if there's a some word has the while, still, at the moment, presently, and now. So this is a progressive present. The present perfect tense or imperfect tense, preceding action. The tense is a mixture of present and past. At the time of speaking, the action is already complete in past. It always implies a strong connections with the present through the action took place in the past. Generally, following adverb and conjunctions are used to express the present action. Ever, just, recently, already, yet, still, so far, of late, lately, before, by the time, after. Just is used in the sense of already. Other meanings of just are now and exactly. I have just seen that film. Like I have just some time ago seen that film. I have already had my breakfast. Ever, ever means any time in the past, as always. So far and yet, till means up to now or up to this. Of late or lately, recently used in the present perfect tense. Present perfect plus point of time is a simple past. It should be noted that the point of time in the past indicate the action took place at the point of past. The point of time in the past expressed by the since or ever since. Last, yesterday, the other day, ago, before, back, formerly. She has written 2 days before. Yes. She returns 2 days before. Correct. Now there's a present indefinite plus time expression. Present perfect. The tense is also used with the since, for, how long, whole, all, throughout, all the long to express the time expression. He has known me for 2 days. She has owned this parlor since 2002. So this is something. Let's come to the past indefinite tense. Like this sentence is used for the past habit, indicated generally by the often, seldom, usually. So some habits that are related to past that are not available in the present. So these are basically something like that. This tense is generally used for past habits that indicate generally by the often, seldom, usually, normally, generally, occasionally, sometimes, never, always, frequently, rarely, daily, used to, would, etc. They never drank wine. He always carried an umbrella. I used to go to Delhi by the train. He would go there daily. So these are used for the past habits. Like they never drank wine. वो कभी नहीं पीते. He always carried an umbrella. वह हमेशा एक umbrella रखता है. This is not रख रहा है, रखता है. So this tense is also used for single act completed in the past. It's denoted by the since, ever since, earlier ago, back, before, last, yesterday, the other day, any point of time in the past. I met your brother yesterday. She bought a car 2 years ago. These actions are already done. It is wrong to say, I have met your brother yesterday. Remove have. She has bought a car 2 years ago. Remove has. She bought a car. Present perfect plus point of time is equal to simple past. So point of time is denotes the time when the action takes. It can be present, past, future, etc. I come here every Sunday. It's a point of time. I went to Delhi yesterday. It's a point of time. I shall go there tomorrow. It's a point of time. So next we'll go to the past continuous tense. So the PDF is not as good. So we'll cover this topic later. So let's go to the past perfect tense. So the tense is generally used when two of the actions is necessary to emphasize that the preceding action was completely finished before succeeding action started. Like this tense is used when the out of the two actions, like there's a two actions you have, one and two. It is necessary to emphasize that the preceding action, like Last action was completely finished. That is completely finished before the succeeding action. So I had gone to Delhi last week before my father came. I had gone to Delhi last week. So first one is correct. Like I had gone to Delhi last week before my father came. So something there's a two action in father came and gone to Delhi. So sometimes preceding action is implied and indicated by the use of. So sometimes there's a preceding actions are implied. So there's a no use of that. So we'll cover ever, just, recently, already, yet, so far, till, by the time, before, after. I had already taken the breakfast. Sometimes preceding actions is implied and indicated by the use of ever, just, recently, already, yet, so far, till, by the time, before, after. I had already taken breakfast. I had finished the book before he came. I had already taken breakfast, like something I had already done. I had finished the book before he came. So there's a two action in there. I had returned from college just then. I finished the book after I had returned from college. So this is something like that. Tense is also used as a time expression, like since, for, how long, all, throughout, all, along, etc. He had known him for the 2 years. So this is a time expression, like 2 years. He had owned this plaza for the 5 years. So this is something like that. Look up. Present continuous tense for details about the time's expression, like past perfect tense used with a verb such as want, hope, expect, think, pose, mean, intent, indicate the exchange mentioned did not take place. Like present past perfect tense used with the verbs, like there's a past perfect tense and the following verbs are there, like want, hope, expect, think, pose, mean, intent, indicate the actions mentioned did not take. So this is the indicate that there's action and that is not take. I had wanted to help my brother but could not. I won't. मैं चाहता हूँ but की नहीं. I had expected to pass. I had expectations for the past. My sister had hoped that I won't send her money. My sister had hoped that I would send her money. Unfulfilled hope. Vishal had intended to set up his own business. Could not. Then there's a future indefinite tense. This tense expresses action. This is to take place in the future. Soon, soon, shortly, in few moments, tomorrow, presently, next year, month or week. This indicates the future action. Like they will come here shortly. Rita will take the examinations next week. So presently means soon or at the present. It should be noted that there are several ways to express the future actions in English. Future actions is expressed in the present continuous tense, but it is more definite action that the action expresses the future indefinite. They are coming tomorrow. He is marrying soon. So this is the additional use of the will of step. So this is the will cell additional use. Now put the verbs in the brackets using the either simple future tense. Then there's a future continuous tense. This tense is used to express the actions that will be in the progress with a point of time in future. So there's some action that will be in the progress after a point of time. She'll be waiting for me when I reach her. What will he be doing when you visit them? Get home at once. Your mother will be wondering where are you. Probably it will be raining when you reach Bhopal. This tense is also used to express the future indefinite tense, so the definite future arrangement. He will be going to Pune by car. This tense is also used to express the future indefinite tense to definite the future arrangement. He will go going to the Pune by car. So this is something about the today, future. Like there's a after the 2 hours or after the 3 hours. As mentioned, in the case of a present continuous tense, certain verbs do not end with the progressive action. Refer to such verb on the present continuous tense action.